In my last video I said tracking ultimates is generally a good skill to have in Overwatch, but it's a skill that the game doesn't really teach you, so let me help you out. At the highest level of play, most Overwatch fights are won and lost by strategic use of ults. The Genji Dragonblade that gets 2 kills wins the fight, but so can the Zenyatta Transcendence that prevents those 2 kills. It's all about expecting ultimates and using that knowledge to outplay your opponents. Even for a gold or platinum ranked player, ultimates are incredibly important. If you know the enemy Zarya has Graviton Surge, you can keep your Lucio Sound Barrier to counter it. Or you can do more advanced plays like spreading out as a team to make it harder for the Zarya to land a huge grav. It takes a good amount of awareness and experience to predict when enemies have their ultimates, but there's some general guidelines that you can keep in mind. Now, don't freak out over the graph, it's simply a way to show you the difference between the various ult charge rates among the heroes. Heroes gain 1 ult charge per 1 point of damage dealt or self-healing done, 5 ult charge for every second of the match, and various amounts for the amount of healing done. This gets even more complicated considering that every hero deals different amounts of damage and healing. You can see how that variation affects their required ult charge in the graph. A hero like Lucio heals a small amount consistently with his AoE healing song and can deal damage at the same time, so his required ult charge is huge. Now, take a look at the differences. Look at how a hero like Tracer doesn't take very long to charge her Pulse Bomb compared to Zarya's Grav. Pulse Bomb doesn't always hit multiple people and can be whiffed easily. Zarya's Grav, however, is often more impactful and easier to land, so it requires a lot more charge. The thing to remember is that DPS ults charge fast, tank ults charge slow, and support ults like Mercy are somewhere in the middle. Obviously in healing intensive games, support ultimates like Ana's charge super fast, but as a general rule, this is the best way to understand it. So let's say the enemy team has a Genji who sticks around for the entire first fight and dies at the end of it. You can be fairly certain if he doesn't already have Dragonblade, he's close to it. If you notice the Genji sat on a tank forever, which means his shurikens almost never missed, you can be more certain that he dealt enough damage to have it. And if the fight simply lasted a long time, you can expect he'll return with Dragonblade. The same goes for other heroes and their damage or healing output. If a Reinhardt never really died and got a lot of hammer swings in, he probably has it. If the Mercy was elusive the whole time and kept people alive, she probably has it. But if the Zarya was around but wasn't that high of energy, she probably isn't that close yet because low energy means low damage. Maybe the Pharah died early and really didn't seem to hit anything, she probably doesn't have it either. Part of understanding who has ult is being aware of their presence or lack of presence in a fight and how much damage or healing they dished out. Predicting ults can help you get better at playing around them or countering them outright. At the very least, they'll let you know why your team lost that fight. I don't know about you, but I'm less frustrated and overwhelmed when I at least know what's going on and why. Spend a game just tracking the enemy ultimates. Try to guess when that Ana is going to nano someone and when that D.Va has bomb. You'll notice the patterns and even the way people play confident when they have their ults. With time, you'll start to be comfortable enough to have this going on in the back of your mind, and you'll surely win more games because of it. I hit 500 subscribers since the last video, and again I want to thank everyone who enjoys my videos and shares them. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should. I have a lot more videos coming. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.